Hello kids, you remember me? My name is Percy the Circus Promoter Extraordinaire. Each week I have the pleasure of keeping everyone in line, making sure everyone is in tip-top shape. Because as you know, the show must go on. As we continue through the amazing Bible Circus series, there is nothing else on the face of the earth like the circus. Have you ever noticed any of the most circus acts put are very dangerous? Back in the first week, we talked about the lion tamers. They risk their lives by stepping into a cage filled with dangerous lions or even tigers. Then, during the third week, we talked about the high wire performers and trapeze artists who use their skills in the sky high above us with no net to catch them. We talked about fire eaters, people jumping through flaming hoops, and even strongmen who stopped cannonballs with their stomach. Remember kids, never ever try any of these dangerous acts at home. Each of them are exactly that, dangerous. And you are not a trained professional. So make sure to be safe. And today, we're gonna talk about another circus performer that also does extremely dangerous acts, the Great Escape Artists. These daring performers shockingly escape from the most impossible situations. They're trained to get themselves out of straitjackets, handcuffs, prison cells, and giant tanks of water. That's right, you heard me kids. It's one of the most death-defying acts of all, the tank. These men are tied up, dropped into a huge tank of water, then the tank is wrapped with chains and then locked from the outside. Any hope of escaping appears to be absolutely impossible. As fans sit waiting and wondering, more nervous by the second, and then all of a sudden, poof! There stands the amazingly daring Great Escape Artist. He is safe and sound outside of the huge tank. While it is true that these men could pick padlocks and escape from legitimate challenges, it is because most escape artists have a few tricks up their sleeve. You don't allow yourself to be bound up, submersed in water, and locked inside a huge water tank, unless you're absolutely positive that you can get out of it. That's the truth. You know what? These escape artists remind me of our Bible story today. It's about one of the top escape artist acts in the Bible. And it also reminds me of our tip for hope. God shows that he is powerful and in control. So without further ado, let's turn it over to our incredible ringleader, Eve, to learn about this Bible story's tricky situation, along with a man named Peter, who is in a prison cell facing certain death. Eve, I'm sending it over to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, gather round and step right up. The Bible Circus is back to astound you with feats and sights, strange and rare. Step right up and be the first to see what God has done for these amazing people. How amazing? What if I were to tell you one of the most brave, daring, and great escape artists of all time is here, right in our building? Friends and fans, be prepared to be astounded by the story of the incredible, the stupendous, the great escape artist known as Peter the Rock!
Hello, thanks for having me.
You? Who are you?
I'm Peter, also known as the Rock.
You're the Rock?
Yes. Well, who were you expecting? A famous movie star or something?
I was expecting a man who made a daring escape from prison and a certain doom.
Well, look no further because I'm your guy.
Okay, then tell me, Peter, where did the idea come from your great escape?
Oh, it wasn't my idea.
It wasn't?
No way. I didn't want to get tossed into a jail cell, and when I did, I certainly didn't think I would escape. You see, I was preaching the good news about Jesus, and then King Herod had me arrested. He had already arrested the disciple James, the brother of John, and put him to death because he was speaking about Jesus. I was sure that my time has come.
But did you escape?
Well, I am here right now, so yes, I did.
Peter, what's the secret? How did you do it?
I didn't do a thing. It was all God.
Come on, every escape artist has a trick up his sleeve. How did you escape from prison? Did you pick the lock?
I'm not an escape artist. I'm just a sinner saved by grace. That's all it was. I'll always remember the day I was saved. God sent an angel to break me out of jail. It was unbelievable and honest to goodness miracle.
Wow, that is incredible!
Tell me about it. Even my friends thought I would be put to death, so when they saw me, they actually thought I was a ghost standing in the door.
That's amazing! What an escape, Peter! Any plans for an encore?
No plans for an encore on my end. Yet, I believe that one day I will give up my life because of my love for Jesus. For now, as long as I have the calling on my life to share the good news of Jesus, I will know that God will protect me because he shows that he is powerful and in control.
Wow, that's remarkable! What a story and a great escape! It is good to know that God is always in control.
Tell me about it.
Thank you for sharing your story, Mr. The Rock.
You can just call me Peter.
Well, you heard it here. God shows that he is powerful and he is in control. So let's head back to the studio.
Welcome back to the studio, kids. We are so happy to be back here with you, especially for this very exciting lesson. Today we learned that because of King Herod, Jesus' disciple, Peter, was locked up in prison. Peter had believed that he was going to die. That same king had already executed James, who was another one of the 12 disciples. This was a very difficult time for Jesus' early believers because they were being persecuted more and more every day. But the thing is, Peter already accepted that one day he would give up his life for Jesus so that others would hear the good news about him.
And although Peter does die because of his faith, it would not be on this day. God had big plans for Peter, and he had more work for Peter to do. So he made a way for Peter to escape. God is faithful to his faithful servants, and Peter's miraculous escape reminds us that God is all-powerful and that no matter how bad things may be, God is still in control.
Timmy, what are you doing? What are you looking for?
Well, you see, I'm a little distracted at the moment when I put my hamster in this box. His name is Hammy. Hammy the hamster. And then I brought him to work this morning, and I just wanted the kids to meet him. And, well, I was getting coffee. Poof! I checked in here. He's disappeared, just like the angel in our story.
Well, I have some good news for you. He didn't disappear. Look on the other side of the box. There's a hole.
Oh.
He chewed his way out. He's also a great escape artist.
Oh, that's not good. But the good news is, Barbara, and you know what, kids? Sometimes in our life we feel trapped and there's no way out. When we can't find a way out of a bad situation, we need to know that God can help us. God is always in control and can provide a way when it seems like there's none.
Whether it's hard times, peer pressure, or something else you're struggling with, trust him and God will lead you through. God is all powerful and he is in control. We can trust him to guide us no matter what is going on in our lives.
When we feel that we have no way out, and we tend to make some real poor decisions, so be sure to pray and ask God what to do. Wait for his leading, do your best, and read your Bible each day because it will help you grow in your faith. It's like your armor. And kids, don't forget to sing songs of praise when we face those tough situations. Singing songs of praise, praying, and reading the Bible really help.
That's so true, Timmy. We can rest and trust when we place ourselves in God's hands. He will show us a way even when we can't find a way. He will be faithful to us. And what makes Peter's escape so amazing is that there was nothing he himself could have done to escape. Peter needed a miracle to escape that situation. That's exactly what God did. God made a way when there was no way. And he still does miracles like that for us to this day. Well, that's all for now. Kids, join us next week as we wrap up this series. Remember, kids, God shows that he is powerful.
And he's always in control.
So true, Timmy. We can rest and trust when we place ourselves in God's hands. He will show us a way even when we can't see it. He will be faithful to us. And what makes Peter's escape so amazing is that there was nothing he himself could have done to escape. Peter needed a miracle to escape that situation, and that's exactly what God did. God made a way when there was no way, and he still does miracles like that to this day. Well, that's all for now. Kids, join us next week as we wrap up this series. And remember, kids, God shows that he is powerful.
And he's always in control.
Well, this has been another great lesson. Join us next week as we continue with our exciting Bible Circus series. So, from all of us here at the Galilean Gazette, have a perfect day.
week.
Oh, sorry. Anyway, we should probably
Work on our...
look for your
Yeah.
hamster.
It's probably in the kitchen.
We better go look for him.